Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, and I'm a psychic medium, a healer, a teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and so much more. So part of the so much more that I do are these astrological horoscope sign, star sign readings, whatever you like to call them. And I do these weekly and or monthly, there's been a change in my regime and so I've been more drawn to do, instead of a monthly one this week, which is what I would normally do on the third week of each month, or the last week of each month, but I've just been encouraged and more drawn to do a weekly one from now on, and every now and then throw in a monthly one. But we'll see how we go, because I still feel like I'm going to do a monthly one, but it's just in a different way, and I would bring it through a different energy or a different context. Anyway, so this is for the sign of Virgo. So welcome to my YouTube channel, Virgo. Thank you very much to those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate your support. It helps me to grow my channel, and therefore YouTube allow me to do other things with my channel to help get messages out there to everybody who is open to and wanting to hear what I have to say, or hear what the angels and my guides and the universe is wanting to say to them through your sign Virgo. Okay, so now where was I going to go? Okay, anyway, so once again, thank you, and for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please, I take this opportunity now to invite you to subscribe either now or at the end of the video. So I'd also like to say thank you and welcome to those of you who have come across this video on Facebook. So yeah, once again, if you like what I do, like you follow me and like my follow or like my Facebook page, and or subscribe to my YouTube channel too. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get the as soon as I put it up on upload it to YouTube, and then later on I will get it to onto Facebook. So anyway, the other thing is, if you're wanting to book a reading with me to go a little bit deeper into what has come up for you, or and what is going on around you at the moment, and answer any questions and what have you, I am available for bookings at the moment for readings. So my and or healing energy, having to shift energy for you, and or a property or whatever it is. Basically, we could chat about that. But anyway, my details are in the description box below. So anyway, I feel like I'm going all over the place. So maybe like you may be going all over the place, or feeling like you're unable to like express yourself clearly, verbally, or get the point across, or something like that. So there may be, it's like, oh my gosh, and it's like, and you may be getting like tongue-tied with your words and things like that, because there's something about expressing yourself, and verbally expressing yourself, creatively expressing yourself, and maybe that you're not feeling heard, or so it's like, I feel like there's like a whole lot of things, or maybe that you are wanting to put yourself out there, like speak to people, or maybe just a person, or maybe that you are coming up to an event or something, and or or looking at doing something where you're speaking to a group of people. I seem to be more drawn to that, and it may be like somewhere around work, or it could be just could be like your office crew, but it's like it could be something bigger than that, an event that you're planning, and wondering how you're going to cope with speaking to a group of people. It could be that you're doing something like this. So it's like what I'm hearing is feel the love and do it anyway. So, and just to break it down, feeling the love rather than thinking about feeling the fear, and do it anyway, because you're already in that space. So it's like, okay, so switching it from fear to love, and then when you get through it, you realize actually it wasn't that bad. So I don't know what I was afraid of. So that sort of thing. But I feel like they're talking about preparing about what you're wanting to say, what you're wanting to say, because it could be some of you maybe going for a job interview, when you may be going to the bank for a bank loan, or the lawyer, or whatever, or court, or whatever it is. So what I'm hearing is like preparing yourself as to what you're wanting to say to whoever it is that you're wanting. So it could be that you're like I say, you're going to a job interview where you may be facing a panel, or maybe even just one person. It doesn't really matter, but you may be feeling a little bit nervous. It may be that, you know, you okay, some of you may be going into a family dinner of your new partner, or, you know, newfound friend, or just going outside of your comfort zone, meeting a group of people, or in a different area of people, like networking or something like that. So and you may be wondering, God, what am I going to say? It's like, just prepare yourself, start writing down some notes, bullet point them, and because I just say, don't write a whole essay, just bullet points, or just have a mind about what you can discuss or say in the background, you know, or not. Well, in the background, where did that come from? Some of you will be in the background in your mind, and you'll be ready to go. Cool, there we go. So anyway, you'll be noticing that the readings, what's coming through the readings, and the style, I suppose, and the way I'm doing is going to be slightly different, because I have a lot of healing guides and angels that are coming through, especially because everybody's going through, not just Virgo, but all signs. Everybody is going through some sort of a shift, you know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and also soulfully. Things are coming up for everybody, for people, and depending on how we respond to it, or everybody responds to it in a different way, it's like there is a learning in there somewhere along the line. So the messages that are coming through may be slightly different to how you know, becoming more in a healing sense in a way. So, and what I mean by that is, like, I've gone back to using the crystals this week. One, I've had mostly because I've been drawn to it, but also the prompt too has been that a few people have responded saying they missed the cards last week. So I thought I'd bring them in this week, because for some of you, there is a change in the energy, and not to say that the crystals that we had last week are not any good at all, but because they still have value in them, and they may still be helpful, like right now for what you're in, or still helpful right now, or could be as in the background and boost up whatever these crystals are, if they're different to what they were last week for you. I can't remember what you guys had, you know, to bring into helps with, you know, support again. So with what is going on for you. So the first card out, so these are the crystal, I forgot what they're called now, cards anyway, that'll come up. So and I forgot which deck they are, I can't remember her name, Colette's Cohen something, I've forgotten her last name anyway, but she has a beautiful set of cards, and a lot of the crystals in there I don't know much about. Some of them I have no idea that they were even around. So what I've done is I have shuffled the cards, as I always do, and connecting in with each star sign that I work with. And of course it's you now, Virgo, and asking Virgo, connecting with the Virgo energy, what do you most need? What does Virgo most need to know right now, Virgo? What do your Virgoians most need to know right now that would help them, that would benefit them while they're processing or going through this time in their life, okay? So one of the crystals, or the first card that came out, is number 44, which is the pink sapphire. So 4 for me, in my numerology, is understanding and how I work with spirit, which is kind of universal as well, is about security and direction, like foundation and stability, basically. But security, so we're all requiring or wanting some sort of firmness about security, where we are going in our lives, and in some sort of way. And so this is what this is about. 4 is about, and it's also about foundation and security, like I say, security and stability, and we're like building that or creating that, and so we can be in a firm one, so in our lives, basically. So when I talk about 4, in that foundation, it's like related to the base chakra, or the root chakra, which is a red color. So pink's fine as well. So but we've got the pink sapphire that's come through to help you through that. So it's about grounding ourselves, and so it's all about foundation and stability within the finances, but also with and family as well. So, and when we're grounded and we've got that firm security and knowing and foundation, like family wise and financially wise, it's like we're feeling a lot more secure. So that's what the fours are about. It's about, building, finding, and also finding in the sense of, the tools that we need to bring through to help us to create and build a firm foundation within our lives, and like I say, instability within our lives. So there's a 44 there, so there's a double whammy there for yous, with that. So for a lot of yous, there must be, I would say there's a lot to do around that. So anyway, the pink sapphire is, astrologers believe that those who suffer from depression, anxiety, and emotional blocks can benefit hugely from wearing this pink sapphire stone energy. I want to say energies, or stone or crystal. So, and basically when you, the energy that this, that the pink sapphire offers is, it helps to clear emotional blockages and benefit, that can benefit hugely. Hang on a minute, I've just got myself all mixed up with my notes where I've got there. So yeah, and I'll just, for some reason they're wanting to reiterate, can benefit hugely from wearing this genuine pink sapphire. It also helps with calming energies that resonate well with the heart chakra, and helping and bringing in love, forgiveness, acceptance in the wearer's nature. So it's funny that I got a bit tongue-tied about that, or interesting, I say, it helps to clear those blockages with depression, anxiety, and emotional blockages. So, and it's like there may be some resistance in there. So why I had to why I started in there. In my notes, it's quite clear what it says there, but there may be something that there may be going on for you. So about that acceptance and working through forgiveness, and helping to bring in the love-based energy for you. So that's number 44, pink sapphire. The next crystal that comes up is number 15, celestite. So celestite is also known as celestine or celestine. It's a stone for peace and harmony, and it's revered for its high frequency and divine energy, and it's known as a powerful healing crystal. Now, celestite has been called a teacher for the new age. It will connect us with the angelic realms. It also helps with bringing in mental calm and clarity in the midst of chaotic circumstances or experiences you may be going through. And it can also allow one to easily flow through a traumatic period, and and then not so much come out on top, but get through it, basically. So, and it also, like I said before, it helps to relieve stress, anxiety, but also obsessive behaviors. And it's a good one to carry around for those who are singers or actors or speakers. And talking about, before with this 44, what did I say that about 44? Okay, maybe earlier on before that, about, speaking up. So some of these may be, so it's a good one for like I say, actors, singers or speakers, as the energy will alleviate any type of stage fright or nervousness. It gives courage to those who suffer from agoraphobia, fear of crowds, or public speaking. Okay, and I just want to bring in, it can also be helpful for the shy or timid child, actually, and it's like when they're trying new experiences and things like that. So be a lovely to, as it brings about, to have around you, because it helps with harmony and balance, and will actually assist you in maintaining an inner peace as well. So it's also a great facilitator for deep meditation, but also for for dreaming or for sleep as well, finding that deep REM sleep. So it's number 15 in the deck. So celestite, Okay, so it's 15. Number 1 for me is about new beginnings. So there may be something that's coming in, and or you may be resisting something that's coming because it's teamed up with number 5. So it's about, 5 is about energy. So there may be something, there's a shift in the energy that I feel like, a shift in the energy in the sense that of where, how you think about things, how you feel about things, and where you're going in life and that sort of thing. So there may be something where, in not so much just going in life, but that confidence and that, you know, that within you. Okay, so, but we need the courage, first of all, to, you know, push past the barriers that we put up, and the boundaries that we put up, and or that are there, that others may have put there as well. So to push past it. So what that with energy is being like, because I see 5 is about energy and seeing everything is energy and vibration. So if we are putting out a fearful energy, not really nervous, and like saying I can't do this, I can't do this, then you're going to not do it. Okay, and it's going to like stuff you up. So it's not been going into the egotistical side that yes, you can do it, but it's like finding that balance in there and just knowing that actually, if you're a little bit prepared, like they were talking about, you can actually, you know, you'll pull it off, basically, is what I'm saying. And okay, it may not be perfect, but then it's perfect for you at that time. And if it's something new to you or new for you, then it's like, you know, it's like just, what I'm hearing is just go with the flow, because there is, you know, there's that sense and that feeling that there still needs to be a naturalness about you. So the nervousness is not necessarily a bad thing on saying that, because most people know that most people, when they stand up in front of people and talk, there's a sense of, there's still an element of nervousness, no matter how many times that you've done this, done whatever it is. So, but there will, the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the less nervous you will be. Okay, so you'll be more confident in the saying, if you like something, you might get or not a block for it, or a stop, or a blank mind, or something, or you may feel like, okay, I've got to change this up a bit. So you'll be able to flip into that or click into that and then change it up and still carry on and still pull it off. Okay, so it's like, but changing the energy around that. So there seems to be a change of energy around you, or coming up around you, about the way you are speaking or communicating with people. Okay, but also not even that, is how you are communicating to people, whether it's like across the board, actually, because there's more of a noticing about, this is about you, learning more about you, how your mind works, what's coming out of your mouth, how you express yourself, not just verbally, but like you could see I'm quite expressive with my hands, but in every way. Okay, so then we have number 18, which is clear quartz. So number 1 again goes into that new beginning. Number 8 is about infinity and knowing yourself as being the infinite being. Okay, so, and which, you know, and the clear quartz basically, oh here, I know a bit about the clear quartz, or quite a bit, I've been using it, but I still wrote some notes down so I can cover a few more bases here. So clear quartz, yes, it is extremely popular metaphysically, and it is also the most versatile healing stone among all the crystals. So, oh, actually, here we go. I have this beautiful piece here. This is a piece of clear quartz. It's one of my bigger pieces. I've got some other bits and pieces as well, but this is one I have purchased not long ago. Oh, actually, no, actually long ago. But I'll put that piece there. But otherwise, it can look like that as well. So let me see. So clear quartz is also known as the stone of power, and amplifies any energy or intention, which is interesting that it's got that 5 in here, because it's like, or 8 in here, sorry, but the 5 come up there. So it just amplifies all that, what it's like, what you put out is, you know, so that's what we've got to be mindful about, what our energy, what we're thinking, what we're doing, what we're feeling, you know, what we're saying, because as well, how we were expressing ourselves, because that's the energy we put out. Okay, so anyway, clear quartz protects us against negativity, attunes us to our higher selves, and relieves, and is helpful for relieving pain. It also helps enhance our psychic abilities. It aids in concentration and unlocks memory, which is like something I've used it for with studying, as well as in work as well. It also stimulates the immune system and brings the body into balance. So basically, our the clear quartz or the rock crystal harmonizes all chakras and aligns the subtle bodies, that energy that is with us, to bring that alignment with our chakras. So, but yeah, so number 8 is about infinity, like I say, and it's about knowing ourselves as being the infinite being, which means, that we are, okay, I'm going back a step to number 7, which is about creating and learning about ourselves, but it's being the creator. So there's an element that flows into the infinite being that actually, if we're wanting to go this way, create something, that we are able to do it, and we are, we're there. So there's all many parts of us are out there in the universe. We're only really particles, aren't we? And then we've come together in this body, in this physical body, to live our spiritual life, basically. I've not said that before. So anyway, so it's about going into that space and knowing that we are the creator of our own being, and how we, live our life, and with the decisions that we make and all that sort of thing. So, but knowing that there is possibility, that we are possibility, basically, and probability if we choose it to be. So the other card out is rhodonite. This is the last one out. So there were 4 that came out. So rhodonite basically is a stone of compassion, an emotional balancer that clears away emotional wounds and scars from the past, and that nurtures love. It stimulates, clears, and activates the heart. Rhodonite grounds energy, balances the yin and the yang energy, and aids in achieving one's highest potential. It heals emotional shock and panic. So you will feel, as listening to all that, so you'll, as you probably heard, that there's a lot of similarities with some of these crystals. So if you think about the clear quartz and how it amplifies things, it's like that would be a nice one to have in a bunch of crystals. These crystals to amplify the healing benefits and the healing benefits that all of these crystals, and even the ones from last week, that you have to help you, support you through the time or whatever it is that you're working through at the moment, okay? The different emotions. So cool. So that's number 47. That's rhodonite. So interesting that I didn't realize that before. So 4, back to that grounding again. 7, to do with creating and learning about yourself as being the creator, with money, finances, relationships. At the end of the day, we are the only ones that can create it and make it look the way we want it to look, or make it happen the way we want it to happen. So, but being mindful when I say make it look in the way we want it to be or happen, is like having that versatility and not making it so rigid that we don't leave the door open for other possibilities, or for possibility of something that we haven't seen yet or noticed yet, or don't know that's there yet to come in. And then also there's a thing about with some other, like the join me to probability too. So some things, in making something like probably happen, or creating something that will probably happen, and when we put energy in it, taking action to it, like our dreams. So it's just leaving the door open as to how we are going to get there. That's what they mean by that. So cool. So I'm just going to pop these up here, so you can I think I might need another one. I'll just lean these on, these crystals at the back, in the back here, and then so you can just like feel into these energies. I know they're a little bit far away, but the energy is still emanating out. So okay. So the other thing is too, like if you don't have these in your possession, or are unable to physically get a hold of them, Google them. There's some websites out there that have some really nice images that are really powerful, and the crystal and the energy from the crystal that you're looking into or feeling into, you'll still be able to feel it, okay? Well, unless you close the door to it, put it that way, okay? So I'm just going to quickly draw a couple of cards out of here. So out of the tarot deck that's coming through, well, there's a few that's popped out. So I'm just going to, the first card that's flipped over is the Tower. Okay, so the Tower is about demolishing old ways of being or thinking. So basically demolishing the old to make way for the new. Okay, so the Towers, so something is falling away. Okay, and I know there's people that are falling off in the waves. So there's a lot of emotional stuff that's going on. There's a lot of, oh gosh, look at that electricity, and people are literally jumping or falling off the out of the Tower. So there's something falling away. So, and I feel like, and just because these people are falling over them, it's more symbolic. Although some people may literally be falling away or leaving, but not necessarily from a tower, of course. But also there's the aspects of you that are falling away. That's kind of like what they mean by that. But I do feel like some people are literally falling by the way. So you're letting and releasing people from your life that serve you no purpose for your highest good, as well as the energy and the thoughts and the and the feelings that go with it. So there's something about that moving for you. So oh gosh, the Ten of Swords, so the end of a situation or phase. So there must be something that some of you Virgoians are working through. It's obviously about yourself, because it's always about ourselves at the end of the day, and how we respond, react, and cope, or how resilient we are when things come up or pop up around us. Okay, so we've got to work through that. So there's something in there that's coming to the end of a situation. There's some situation that's coming to an end. So it's like it's in the back, and I feel like so leave it there in the background. Okay, it's behind you. Okay, now the other card that fell out with that is the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So, and they're both in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to turn them up the correct way. So first we have the Queen of Cups. So the beloved, okay, the Queen of Cups, and she's like sitting there in her throne. There's the emotions around her, but I feel like she's getting on top of the emotions. So whether you are a male or a female in here, there may be a female energy that's in your life, but I'm feeling that is starting to get on top of you. Well, some of you, yeah, but you're getting on top of your emotions about that female energy. But there may be somebody that is, or it may be you that's getting on top of your emotions and your feelings about you, your relationship with you, and how you respond. Okay, with your relationships with other people. Oh gosh, that's a lot there going on. So but they're talking about like she's more, like becoming more in a space of feeling, comfortable and loving, and that being, and loving herself, basically being kind to herself. So I feel like she's done a little bit of work with that, but she's got no room for other people's emotions or feelings, because this is about you learning about yourself, and this is dealing with your emotions first, so then you can lead the way and to help people to deal with their emotions about this, that, and whatever. Okay, so the other thing is this one here is like success and enjoyment, the Nine of Pentacles, which was in reverse as well. So I've turned it up the right way. So it's all about, the Nine of Pentacles is about success and enjoyment. And you can see that she's in the garden there. She's got the money there. The finances are starting to come right. 9 for me is nearing the end of a cycle. So there's something that's nearing the end of the cycle. And with this Queen of Cups here, it's, it's about the way you're thinking about money and finances and success and how you do that. It's like getting on top of your emotions and your feelings about that, and not allowing yourself to be like frivolously get caught up in being impulsive, okay, with spending or anything like that. So that's really interesting. So I have all these cards down here, but I don't feel like there's about 10 there, so I'm not going to take those ones. But there's this, okay, that's interesting, because I just put out, just thinking that I can't take all those. It's like, that's a whole different reading on its own. But to sum it up, so basically, then there's just shuffled again, and the card that fell out is the 10, because I just said, oh, there's a whole 10 of them. So the 10 of Cups. So contentment and happy home life is the 10 of Cups. So this is what the outcome would be, you know, without going through all those other 10 cards that popped out. The outcome will be, if you like keep moving on the track of like working on yourself and thinking about the bigger picture of how things can work out in a positive way, but also taking note of all the not so positive things that are happening to you are there for a reason to help you to grow. So don't be, you know, okay, it's a pain in the ass when stuff comes up, but don't begrudge it. It's about finding a way, a solution, not looking at the problem and creating and looking for a problem. Yeah. Okay, so you look at what the problem is, but then it was how it got there. That's what they're talking about, the problem, but not looking at the problem to solve it. Looking at a solution to solve. Looking at the solution to solve. Okay, where they going at to solve, because they're stopping at places. Some of you maybe just think, oh, see problem, not seeing the solution. So they're always looking for the solution and not at the problem, okay? Because we already know what the problem is, or you already know what the problem is. Now you just got to find the solution as to how that's going to, how you're going to best rectify it, or shift the energy to fix it, to sort it, to find a way out of it. So some of the solutions are maybe things that are not going to happen overnight, but it will happen. Some of them you may actually, you know, maybe needing to do a bit of research, and that's what they mean about that. So it's not, and some of them you may need to, you know, rob from Peter to pay Paul. So it could be something like that, and some of it you may need to like ask for help, basically, okay? And so there seems to be, anyway, by working through all that, at the end of that, you will end up realizing that actually, because there comes that gratitude stuff. So something comes to an end in the way that you solve your, solve things. Or you find solutions that maybe that's the shift, is that you're looking at a solution rather than keeping on going back and just like focusing on the problem. It's like, okay, what am I going to do about this? Okay. There is something there, maybe blah, blah, blah. And it was like, however, what am I going to do about this? To shift the energy and actually creating a solution. Researching, finding the solution. And, you know, and you'll see that actually, and I feel like they're saying that you'll see and you'll realize that actually, when I do that, everything is fine. It was always fine in the first place, you know, okay? So that's what is the end result. Happiness and contentment in the home life. So you'll see like all those 10 cups around there. There's mum and dad and the children skipping around joyfully in that circle there. And their cups are there. They're not full and overflowing with emotion though, in the sense of the cups are empty. There's nothing flowing from it, which is really cool. But there's still, you know, there's nothing there in the background that's holding it back. So if you see, have a look there, all the cups are around the front and the side and they're empty. There's nothing in the background. Okay, that's where they're saying it's like working through, you work through all those bits and pieces. That's why the cups they're empty, because it's like you're seeing the cup is not having anything, there's nothing in the future, like emotionally, that you can't handle. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So I think that's enough for 1 week, don't you? So anyway, thank you very much, Virgo, for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful week as you go through this energy and using these beautiful crystals here to help you, support you through this week. So anyway, lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure from myself and my guides. And God bless you and protect you. And bye for now. We'll see you next Tuesday. So yeah, so this is for Tuesday, the 23rd of June 2020. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye for now.